I want to make you a short video, and I just want to explain how it is that we do the work we do around here. So for this to work well, I'd like you to think back to sometime in your life before age 17, when somebody asked you what you wanted to do, and maybe you said you wanted to be a teacher. I mean, you could have been as young as 5 or 6, or maybe you really you thought, oh, I think I'd like to be a doctor, or I'd like to be a painter, or a carpenter. I'd like to be an attorney. Maybe you said, you wanted to be a police officer, you wanted to be a soldier, you wanted to be an activist, and fix things. Or maybe you wanted to be a mom or a dad, or I just want to see the world. I want to see what's out there and take a lot of pictures and show everybody. I want to work for National Geographic, or I don't know. I just want to be kind. I just want to be a kind person. Or I want to go to college and figure out how thermodynamics works so that we can save the planet. Or I just want to date and be really, really somebody that people want to date. I want to be good at dating. I want to get married. I want to be good in bed. I really want to be good at loving people. Maybe you said, yeah, I think I want to be a guidance counselor, or I want to have parties and events that really connect people, or I want to save the world, save the rainforest, save the indigenous people. I just want to, I want to do something for humanity. Now, the bottom line on that is that makes these are what psychologists call imagos, idealized, internalized images of yourself as one of these. And as it turns out, if you look at what all of those things, what the desire of all of those is, I want the freedom to be who I am, be what I want to be, and do what I want to do. And all of this comes under the category of, I want to make a mark with intentionality. I want to be on this planet, and I want people to know I was here because of my relatedness to them, or because of what I did. And to be able to be more and do more, you have to have the freedom to do that. So this goes into what psychologists call the dual nature of human beings, the relatedness and the competence, home and work, inside the house, outside the house, all of that. Now, a thing that is significant is that you can organize all of that, which we do, into the thing that we call a more map. And the reason that the more map is important to the work that we do around here is structures. It can be really overwhelming to think about, like, how do I get my act together? How to get my life together? How do I make a mark of my choosing? How do I really have a life with no regret? And there's a thing that people don't think about enough, which is that there's a sort of line in your life. And around here, we talk about it like above the line or below the line. Clue, you want to be above the line. Above the line is where you're basically, you're being more, doing more, and making more of your mark. Below the line, your freedom is greatly reduced. Why is it reduced? Because in the relatedness part of your life, maybe there's a broken heart, maybe there's grieving that needs to be done, maybe there's it's just too much to relate to people, and so people become escapists. They relate to video games instead of to human beings. Or it just becomes, the doing part just becomes so hard. I'm just getting by. I've been dealt a really hard hand to play, and I'm getting by paycheck to paycheck, barely. And the reason that we talk about narrative around here so much is that the being more and the doing more of your life so that you can live a more purposeful life really has to do with a kind of sequence of getting yourself above the line, which really means escapism has to be addressed, survivalism has to be addressed. You don't want to become an escapist and a survivalist. And I think if you look at the parts of your life where things are not going well, You're probably doing too much of that. So a really simple idea is to lean more into these imagos, these images you have of yourself when you're above the line. Most of us have been above the line for part of our lives. And so part of what you're trying to do when you move forward and is to do more of that. And narrative is the key. That's part of why everything we do around here is narrative. And this is entirely what we do with respect to story formula. The first segment of the year, we work on getting above the line and making sure you're above the line. If you're already above the line, then we start with like, what are the relationships like? And if you're get above the line a bit, get the relationships going in the right direction, then we look at like in the marketplace stuff. How's money going? So that's how we do it around here. And this model is very responsible for the kind of transformation that people get. Most people come into our world wanting to be in that do part, right? The make more money, usually it's a big part of what they would like. And to do that, you have to get above the line and you have to get relationships in order. There's just, you can't do the doing and stay over there if the other things don't support it. So it's that order, 1, 2, 3. Okay. I just wanted you to know how we did it around here.